Let's cook dinner. You can start by thinly slicing potatoes. I had some that were on their way out, so I wanted to waste not, want not. That's what that little strip back is. Since I know y'all like to be nosy and check around people's kitchens. I already put onion powder on there, some garlic powder, chili powder, just a little sprinkle of rosemary, some Lowry's, black pepper that I grinded myself, or ground myself. I grinded it. Use English, illiterate. A little zhuzh of salt, because Lowry's is pretty salty. Give it a good mix. Cover them and stick it in your refrigerator until you're done with the other stuff. And then just melt some oil and butter into a pan. Chicken was pre-seasoned from Aldi, so naturally I have to add more. So, because my potatoes are already pretty seasoned, I'm just going to touch this up with some more garlic powder and a little more Lowry's. Kind of swirl it around to get the pan covered. And then you just let that thing cook. You're going to cover it too, but I'm having to fix the skillet lid. Somebody who shall remain nameless in my family decided to break the lid of mine. So, be right back. It starts to look like this. We're going to remove it from the heat. This is where the fun begins. This is the good stuff. Flour, you're going to throw it in here, sprinkle it. And then take your whisk and start cooking that flour. It has to be with a whisk because you want to get those lumps out. And then you're going to start slowly adding your liquid. If I season this and it's already chicken, I don't need to add chicken bouillon. I can just add water. And just so you know, yes, the pan I'm using is made to be used with any utensil and not be cast iron. And you just sit here and you do this until it gets to the consistency and the color that you want. How I like mine to look. So now is when I would add my vegetables. I'm using canned green beans just because I want to use a little bit of that liquid to stir in to add more flavor and to give it a little bit more of a liquid consistency because it's going to thicken up as you're cooking it. Stir those in. I know it looks funky right now, but trust the process. Get those nice and coated in your mixture. You start adding in your potatoes. Stir them in a little at a time. So get evenly coated and separated. You want them thinly as possible because they'll start to disintegrate and that starch will help thicken up as well. Because we're going to put that back in it and smother it. Bring it to a bubble. Turn that heat down to simmer. And you can check on it like every couple minutes or so if you want to. But just cook until it's done. And you'll know. It'll be done when the potatoes start to fall apart, fork tender. Now while this is cooking, I would like to take time to think. I can't remember the poster. I want to say Appalachian Kitchen or something like that. Appalachian Mama. I saw this recipe like a couple months back on her page. And I tried it and it was amazing. So I want to share my take on it with you. If you remember who she is or you know her name, tag her for me. Because I'd like to thank her for introducing me to my favorite meal. Your chicken. And then you cover the back up because it's not quite done yet. And then we listen to the sultry sounds of Roy Orbison giving us a Coca-Cola commercial from the olden days. Ladies and gentlemen, the sultry sounds of Don Ho. Alright, you want to see this when you're pushing it through. See how it just slides and cuts apart? And you're done. And then enjoy with your favorite movie. Tastes like Mama's house.